I think it's high quality entertainment on the experience. So make sure you're following Demo. But I'm excited to see what Demo brings to Mexico. But speaking of Mexico, back to this.
I am as well because he's representing Stay Pure now, and they got rid of Zen and they brought in Zerfding. We know how much of a young goon Zerfding is, and Demo's favorite phrase is that it's a game of goons. All right, so with a team full of goons, I'm curious to see how Pure is going to do in Mexico City. We did have high hopes for them in Dallas.
As long as they have more brain cells than the amount of goons on the team, they'll be okay. Right? That you could be like, we need goons, we need goons. Well, you need brain cells too. Like it is as simple as that. You need players that are going to make the right decision in the right situation consistently. If they don't do it consistently enough, guess what? You're probably not going to make it that far in the tournament.
You probably won't. And you know what? Hey, they've been. I will give Demo props, and I feel like his leadership has been better and he has grown. But we'll see about that. But to focus up on this matchup. All right, Forsaken versus Ronin. Ronin took the first map 7-2, and we're on Dam, and we're still in round number 1.
I'm so excited for Mexico. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be a good one. I can't wait
to see Demo play. Like, there's something about every time you watch him play, like there's always something. He makes it exciting.
He's one of the very few players in which you can feel that passion from the audience or from home. You know,
without doubt. Without that. I remember the first ever interview I did. First ever interview in Gears of War was one with Demo.
Back in UE?
Yep, back in UE, and Demo just kind of brought the... First of all, it scared the living crap out of me, gonna be honest. But he brought so much passion and so much emotion. I was like, hell
this must have been before you knew me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was awesome.
You shouldn't be scared of nobody after you know me, Ben.
Dude,
you know I got your back. This is one phone call away, right?
You like my boot. Even
like
Demo's a scary guy sometimes. You know when you interview him and he has that look in his eyes, he's like, ain't no one beating me. He gets so zoned in. Whew. Anyway, back to this. As we said, Latin America 2K. As the guy said, Ronin 1-0 up. But it's Forsaken that actually have full control of this first round. As you can see that based on the points top left. But don't lose a round like this. You have the kills. You have the points. I mean, if you're B-God here, yeah, you're defending your home hill. Is the push going to come through? Can you overextend?
He tried to fake him out. And he's going to backtrack, looking for the kill on Sleeper. Going to call in help from Immortal. They get Avers down. They get Sleeper. They're going to get B-Hill as well. Up to Chaos to make a miraculous play. He needs to get a kill.
Oh, no.
Now he just needs to run the beat. No, actually, Dezenai should get there.
Oh, no.
If Chaos can hold off by himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're going to get this
It's happening.
Oh,
what?
Split second. Split second.
Robbed.
It was,
That's a rob. They just got this daylight robbery.
They got in at 2:07. It was like...
Guy.
It was literally like, that's like a split second away.
Can we get a stopwatch out? Can we get a ref? Where admin's at?
Oh man, stopwatch is like a necessity.
That I would love to see the exact time, right there. If there was like a point something, but I will say
we need milliseconds.
Damn right we do. Probably need milliseconds after that round. But Forsaken, that was brave.
I know, yeah, that was a nail biter for them.
That was brave because you almost threw that away. B-God, yes, he was defending his home hill, but he had resources behind him. He could have made a play over towards that B side, even overextended towards Ronin's home hill, put pressure on the map. As soon as you sit back and you absorb pressure, that's when mistakes are made. That's when Chaos can pop a 2-piece in your home hill, and that's when things get scary.
All right, we're going to have Monkeys. We're going to break ice on top platform. We're going to push back to the rest of these Ronin members. That's going to start to funnel them towards the B hill or towards top half of the map. Now, we got Forsaken picking up 2 kills so far, looking for that third. They're going to hop right on top of this home hill as well with the 4th.
Oh, this is a much better round. This is a perfect round.
They just need to go.
You can let your teammate tap up, get inside that C hill, put the kills down. This is beautiful execution right here from Forsaken, not allowing anything at all to come through.
And I love it.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Beautiful.
And so what they did, they got on platform, they broke ice, but they kept tabs on everybody. They were counting. They were counting their kills to say, hey, we got 2 guys left, 1 guy on respawn. They know exactly where they were. They worked together, made sure nobody can get around on the outside of the map. But even if they did, it's a long flank. You know, if you was to push top platform by pit, by the time you get there to the other home hill, that's like a 20-second, 30-second journey that they know Ronin didn't have. So they just kept pushing systematically on top of that home hill, and they're gonna get this round.
From suspect to flawless in 40 seconds is basically what we saw from Forsaken, and now Ronin. Weapon placement. They considered boom down low. Looks as if they're just going to settle for inserts up top. It's only been 2 rounds. I don't think you need to hit the panic button just yet.
No, not unless that's your game plan coming into this. Not unless your game plan was saying, hey, you know what? We want the platform fight. This is what we excel at. But even for Forsaken, even if that was their game plan, when you're up 2-0 and you're winning rounds, this is like, hey, okay, before we pull out the tricks of the trade, let's just chill out. We win in rounds. We're going to just keep doing this until we lose.
After that last round, it makes you kind of think Forsaken.
But yo, look, Forsaken, they overextended right away. Yeah, bottom of the map.
Love it. Now you have a 2v2 instantly on the home hill of Ronin. Is Ronin going to be able to adapt to it? Of course, they have the extra resources at B, so B hill will be theirs.
Yeah, they actually gave up B completely. They let those 3 guys stay there, and they pushed in from the pit side of the map and got in here to this A hill. Now they're holding a 2-cap. Now at this point, they know that they only have 1 or 2. They only have 2 people on respawn, so they have to at least get some of these kills quick.
Go! Get inside the B hill. Collapse on them. Pinch at the same time.
Exploit. The best way I can explain Exploit to you guys, he's like Zerfting was last year. That new young gun that's in the Latin American region, and he's a guy who doesn't have very much land experience. He's been to only 1 land, but you know, this is the event he's looking to prove something. And if the best team in Latin America has faith in him, you know, Choche tells me that he wins 80% of his 1v1. So, you know,
that's a pretty high number.
That is a pretty high number. You know, and I don't know. Choche is a liar.
I will say that number is all dependent on who he's 1v1ing. Is that number going to be the same when it's someone's on the other side? If the number's the same, more power to you.
More power to you.
Hell yeah. Let me see that number stay the same, because that's when it matters, when you're playing the best teams in the game. I'm gonna be honest. This round was an absolute catastrophe. An absolute catastrophe.
It started off beautiful.
But let me tell you why. If you're going to send players overextending immediately, and you're not going to send any resources to B, you're going to get a 2-to-1 hill advantage. Because you're going to win the gunfights. It's very rare you're not going to win those gunfights. And that's a beautiful way to start a round. But you have to collapse on the B hill together as a team. If you do not do that, as soon as you see an opening, as soon as you see the 2 players from Ronin start to make way towards 2 of your teammates, that's the green light. That's the sign to go. Put pressure in the hill, because you force players to panic. You force Ronin to say, what do we do? Which fight do we take? That's when they start turning. They don't know which fight to dedicate themselves to. That's when chaos ensues. That's how you win rounds like that.
Man, you know, I'm like, I want to like shed a tear, because you guys remember Benson on his first fight. Like, boy, I would never get an analysis like that. And you're absolutely right. They had to go in together. Also, the guy who pushed in shouldn't have been the first one. The people who was on the other side of B hill, his teammates who played B from the beginning of the round, they should have been the ones to push forward once they saw their teammates cap that home hill. And they were way too passive. It's like, yo, these guys are on respawn for 14 seconds.
Right.
Get that butt in gear.
And if you're Ronin, you're going to say, all right. All right, cool. We'll absorb a little bit of pressure. That's absolutely fine. Of course, Ronin do take the last round. So, Forsaken still with the advantage, 2-to-1. We've seen some risky plays come through in just 3 rounds, but so far, some good Gears of War action. That is for sure. As now we take a look at Sleeper from Ronin. Is he going to be able to win the good fight mid-map? It looks good. If you're going to... Any 3rd time's the charm, Sleeper. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll close our eyes for a second. And the kill will just come through. Nicely done. Ronin now looking for more here. Already thinking about potentially collapsing in on that home hill.
So they know they got 2 down, and they just got eyes on the rest of them. They know 2 is on top of the home hill, and 1 is to the left of them towards the cut. Now, with tabs on everybody, they know that Forsaken has to force the fight on their home hill. Not much they can do. This should be a Ronin round unless we see some type of miracle being made by Reflame.
Well, Reflame, he's broken the hill a couple times. Finds 1. Not going to find anymore. Now it's up to Immortal. Will he even be able to touch the hill?
Oh my God!
Gracious me!
Those are what miracles are made of.
How? How? That should not happen in a million years. An Immortal makes the play his team needed, instantly rotates towards B. Hey, another 2 players. Oh, you know Immortal's feeling himself right now. Oh, you can throw a smoke at him. He ain't going to worry. He's got teammate support now. That was just phenomenal to see.
All right. Now we got Forsaken. They decap B. Both teams on control 1 hill, but Forsaken, they're down by a good margin, almost 100 points. They're going to need this 2-cap, but it's going to be very soon where they're going to 100% need the domination. So at this point, you need to watch the top half of the map. You need to clear out this platform. You need to make sure you keep all tabs on Ronin members, and that's a good first down. They're going to actually break ice on top platform. They're going to lose another member, but he's going to, if Adverse goes down from this crossfire, that would have been good for Forsaken. Now Ronin's just saying, hey, let's put ourselves in a position to be annoying. At this point, we only need 1 hill cap, so they're going to put pressure on their home hill. Now Forsaken, they're trying to confuse them. They're going to have to make perfect plays, and everybody has to either win gonna have to win their fights. If it's 1v1s, 1v2s, 1v3s, they need to slay up everybody. And now Forsaken is the only team getting points. Domination possibly coming through. They're gonna have to start to focus on this home hill. B guy went down and Champstick, and B hill is gonna go as well. So now Ronin is about to be back with a 2-hill setup.
Yep, it's looking good as well for them to tie this map up 2 rounds apiece here. The lead is comfortable, the hill setup is comfortable, they have map control. Realistically, all they need is one player to overextend towards A. The question is, will Immortal see anyone heading that way? It looks like not just yet, but oh my god, Immortal. He just drove by 2 people!
Again.
202 points. Will he be able to touch the C hill? It's Desert Knight. 1v1. You've already shut down 2 on your way. Not going to get to the hill anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But almost made the hero play. For now, though, we're all square. 2 rounds apiece.
Yeah, I like what Forsaken is doing. They're winning their gunfights. They're clutching up. And then also, you know, we see them trying, you know, a few, you know, different type of openings. They're not fully flooding on pumping station. They're not fully flooding on platform. It's a good spread. And you can definitely tell the communication is here.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. 18-second respawns. Of course, we'll see the game potentially, or the rounds, I should say, potentially end a little quicker here if we start seeing a couple more team wipes like we have so far. Of course, nothing but utility placed on the map so far. We got our shocks, our instants, and of course our frag grenades on the map. Nothing goes boom just yet. Chaos is going to start with a kill. No, he is not. And Replay will shut him down. Early advantage Forsaken.
They're going to get nades. They're going to prioritize the platform. They're going to get that kill. Now, they're going to rotate over B, not able to connect with that nade. That second nade is a bad one. He almost killed himself with it, trying to dodge flame grenades in the same process. But he cannot. He will be able to make it out of there.
Hey, man, I'm all for Kobe nades, but you got to at least put it close to the other team, right? Make them roll, make them think. Don't just throw it away for free. Not even really getting positioning out of that, but the kills again coming in for Forsaken. Another round where you have to feel they've had the advantage from early on. Just do not allow anyone from Ronin to make a miraculous play. The shock grenades go down and the flame will fall. Teammate in support though, and Adverse somehow still alive, instantly traded out. That was Muxies with the pick, and the B hill after the dust settles should be good to go to Forsaken. They just need to shut down Chaos, but that's proving to be a little tough. Finally he falls, and a good again early start for Forsaken.
Yeah, Forsaken holding off strong. They're gonna have the 2-cap. Now they're just trying to count the heads, see where the rest of these members of Ronin wants to go. Now we can see from the overhead map, Ronin is primarily stacking towards pumping station. Now usually when teams lose pumping station, which is this B hill, they start to push towards the pit side of the map and so by doing that you relieve some pressure and you relieve some of that defense from the pumping station, which makes it easier for you to break it. But Ronin says, hey, you know what, we don't need all of that. We can just go straight toe-to-toe with them and pick up these kills.
We'll take the fight straight to him. Muxie though. Nicely done.
He said no monkey business.
Yeah, shuts down Sleeper.
I'm the captain.
You
gotta contribute to that double.
No, I thought we were just listing off some meat. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't even hear the second comment.
Good. Probably better that way because we would have gone on a big old tangent more than likely. Anyway, Muxie. Instance in hand. Misses 1, misses 2. I mean, not seen the best usage of nades really this game from Forsaken, but hey,
either team
gets the kill. That's true. Gets the kill. 2 players down. 5v3. Are they going to try force it? Someone just snuck through. I think that was Adverse. It was.
This is good. Hey, decap, throw a smoke. He's gonna end up dying anyway. But you know what? He decapped that hill, which is good. Gonna cut this lead a little bit because they did have the 2-cap.
This is an 18-second respawn round. This feels like you're watching a 10-second respawn. We're going to points here.
That is true.
Down.
Yeah, we're probably going to go to distance on this one, folks. It's probably going to go to 210. And you know what? That almost like equates to both teams on how they're working together. But this is going to be a Forsaken round unless B gets decapped, but they will have their home hill, so they will go up 3-2.
You just rarely ever see that. On down, an 18-second round, going to points, and it's not like neither team really had opportunities. There was a couple of times where you had 2 players down. Yes, okay, the timing of the kills weren't, you know, in quick succession, but still, you had openings, and both teams kind of sat back when they had 2-1 hill advantages. No one really wanted to make that mistake.
And so that's so examples of why that will happen. That could be Ronin winning fights on platform, but Forsaken winning fights on pumping station. Right. And then it's like going back and forth. But in actuality, if Ronin wins a fight first on platform, then their teammates should be like, all right, let's hold up for a second. Let's wait for help because we just got the man advantage. Let's hold off for 2 more seconds so we can get another guy here and then get the man advantage over here and win this team fight, you know? So when your team starts breaking ice, you have to be careful what moves you make next. If not, you will be going back and forth.
I will say one of the main reasons for Forsaken having the advantage they do this far into the game is got to be Muxie's 16 kills to his name. He has 3 breaks as well, a couple of
What
downs.
up, bruh?
Not that much time dead. Well, make that 17 kills to his name. Very simple nade right there on Dezo. Dezo couldn't really even escape if he wanted to, but unfortunately from... Did he just... Okay.
I almost thought he killed his teammate.
That's
with his own
literally
nade.
what I thought. I had to look at the kill feed. I was like,
so
did that
now,
just happen?
so he got the nade on Dezenai, but then he got too aggressive. You know, he pushed something that didn't need to be pushed, at least not from that angle. If he wanted to push it to pumping station, he should have pushed through the middle.
Right.
Not push directly over there, hop up, unless he was getting some help over the top of pumping, where those flame grenades are currently spawning off the top end of it. Unless that's happening, then you really shouldn't be losing your team that advantage.
It's timings. That's what it's like. It's almost as if the call-outs and the communication is just off by like 2 seconds. It just seems a little too quick at times. Yes, you have to be quick when you have an advantage, but you need to make sure that the push comes in at the right time.
And so during practice, because back in the day when I had my teams, and even when I was scrimming for a little bit in this game, when those moves need to happen, you practice like that of playing quick and playing fast and being very, very reactive without being told. So
Right.
let's say, for example, that's your shot caller with nades. He's calling out, I got a nade, I'm pushing up, you know, you push up here. If your teammates don't commit to that call out, or like you said, they're reacting slow to it, then that's how things start to crumble.
Kind of makes you look a little stupid, huh? You're out here pushing like 1v3s, and you're like, yeah, where was my backup, bro? And then in 20-second respawn rounds, that's how things can go terribly, terribly wrong.
And that comes down to listening and reaction time.
Now, 2-to-1 hill advantage should be locked in for Forsaken, but again, we're kind of in a 20-second respawn round here, and no, you got to stay in the hill. Actually, Immortal to cap the B hill, you have to stay. Now you're gonna go back, and you're gonna sit in the hill. Now, okay, so he will cap the hill eventually, but just small little things like that can make a big difference in the overall score of a game.
And, you know, especially for you new teams out there as well, and all you amateur teams that's competing in Mexico, when you guys go back to practicing tonight, hey, practice on just that reaction time and converting, you know, your advantages into trip caps and playing very, very fast. Because you look at the best teams in the game, they will trip cap you on a 10-second respawn round.
And to that point, it's better to make the wrong decision altogether as a team than for someone to call the wrong thing out. 2 people dedicate to it, and 3 people don't. Because you're never gonna win. And sometimes you can get a little lucky.
Yep, and that's a skill that you need if you want to be a champion. That's something that you actually have to work on. If you're missing that piece of the puzzle, at a point you just become a top 12 team.
Definitely do. Sleeper will keep his team alive, but only alive based on points. There should be absolutely no way this game stays up.
Oops.
Okay.
But you're gonna see it there for Forsaken in map number 2. They're gonna be up in half.
I'm gonna be honest. This should be. I look at that 3rd round that Forsaken played, where they kind of misplayed the collapse on B. This should be 5-1. There's no way Ronin should have won that round, in my mind at least. I think Forsaken have played this for the most part very, very well. But again, I brought up the point after round 4 about Monksies. Well, he sat at the half with 21 kills and the least amount of time dead. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good. And you know what? Forsaken should be up a little bit more in this map. Even though it's only 2 rounds in which they lost, I feel like a 5-1 lead at the half is devastating. They really need this round.
Demoralizing, isn't it?
Really?
You look at that scoreboard and you're like, God damn, we're not doing very well.
So folks, we're going to be in halftime, and these respawn timers will drop back down to 10 seconds, and now these hills will flip, so that neutral hill will be on top of the platform, but on a map like LATAM, the home hill still stay in the same spot. So you're going to start to see this quick domination come out, and on a map like LATAM, that's what we want to see, because I want to see the trip we just talked about. I want to see those trip caps on these 10-second rounds.
I'm applauding.
You get that advantage early on, translate it, push, and end that round. Don't turtle. Don't try to overthink it and say, hey, we're going to put 3 guys on platform. You go watch the cut. We're going to sit back. We're going to hold just like this. And we're going to give them all the time to think how to beat us. and trip cap us. You know what I'm saying? So don't be playing too defensive all the time. When you have your advantage, you need to take it till you win a round.
35-second round. That was all it took. Ronin will put Boom down, and they do it with at least one more weapon placement to spare, if that's what you like to see. Nothing triggers me more than when you see a team go down at the point and then they put a Boom down. It's like, all right, well, you gave yourself absolutely nothing else to work with. Probably should have done that a little earlier, but it's going to be chaos and grabs Boom straight off the bat. And of course, Boom will change the entire dynamic, really, of this fight and of this map. The question is, can Ronin win it so successfully and so dominantly that they come back into the game? 5-2 down. This looks as if it could be a Ronin round here, but it doesn't look like anyone's actually going to collapse over towards the D-Hill, and I think Immortal of Swarm was kind of expecting to have a fight.
Yeah, he thought he was, but he's going to be good. He said, hey, he's going to cap his home hill. We're going to see one of his teammates actually pushing through pumping station now. Desanai is going to be over there to watch it. He's going to wait for the rest of the squad to spawn up, but he's okay. Now, this is the point where now Ronin, they're going to be playing very, very passive, so B-God, he's going to start to try to push this pumping station. He's looking for an angle. So he has a sight line on top of the platform where he's looking to see if he can shoot anybody. So now he's making a decision, says, you know what, I want to get Desanai, but you know, you're going to see the double boom kill on the other side of the map, and he's not going to be able to push Desanai, and Exploits actually picks up a triple.
If this doesn't translate to a trip cap, I'm going to be pretty disappointed.
Yeah, they got to get this kill. They may have one boom shot left. They got 2 kills down. So this is where they have the man advantage. Now, it's possible to keep the man advantage the entire round. Especially, why are you rolling back? Why are you rolling back? What's going on now?
What?
What's going on? Oh, yeah, one guy. They let one guy off the top end of the map and go plat. So they can just clear it out plat. Now they have a man advantage. And it's only 2 guys.
They have 2-man advantage.
Yeah, now it's only, and the rest of the guys on top of the home hill.
All right, this is the 3rd time this round Ronin has had
okay, I'm calling it right now.
A 2-man advantage in the round.
I'm calling it right now that Forsaken trip caps.
I hope to God they do.
I'm calling it.
Because that's the 3rd time Ronin has had an advantage. They got the early boom. Yes, okay, you know, respawns are still low, but at the end of the day, you're playing down. If you have boom, you can extend. You can make a play.
I like this because we're talking about, you know, this is just a conversation at hand, and they're taking a route of saying, hey, you know what? It's a 12-second respawn round. We have an advantage. Let's just sit up. Let's just hold our angles and hold the 2 cap until we win. So, and don't get me wrong, you know, it can work out for you.
Yeah, right.
But, you know, just in my personal preference, I'd rather you play aggressively for the trip cap as long as you can properly. There's a proper way, there's an improper way. But with Chaos still having 1 boom in his back pocket, he's feeling very confident. But the overextension is going to come. He's only able to connect 1. The home hill will get decapped. So he had 2. If anybody else gets on platform, nope, nobody's going to be close to it. F is going to be good. And there they go, Ronin. And hey, they controlled the boom off of respawn.
I don't care. I massively dislike the way that round was played. I will tell you this for free. You will never see a top 3 team in the game play a round like that when you have a numerical advantage of 2 players or more on dam 4 times.
Yeah.
4. I sat here and counted. 4 times they had license to push with boom.
And they had
with
2 booms, correct?
Boom. And didn't.
To end the round.
That is playing with fire. That's what that is.
And you will get burned.
Oh, yes, you will. Especially,
you will get burned.
Especially against top teams in the game. They will sit there and say, you're going to keep me alive? You're going to give me an extra 20 seconds?
You're going to give me
How nice of you.
You're going to give me another chance
to
make a comeback?
You're just giving me freebies all day. That's a scary way of playing this game.
Games, you can't give them those chances.
Because more times than not, and we've seen it happen, teams will come back and somehow trip cap you. It is a scary thing. Once again, move in favor of Ronin. 3 players down for Forsaken. This time it looks like the pressure is going to come in.
So they got the double.
They have through. Boom. This is a lot nicer to see right here.
Yeah, cool. You got the home hill, but where's the neutral? Where's your home hill? Okay, the one off respawn is going to get the
Stand in the hill!
Go to the side and win your team the game, boy.
There we
Get in it. There you go.
Now it's too late, though. Now it's too late. Now Forsaken breaks their own home hill. And they know damn well we don't even need to cap it. Just push through. Let's see if we can get some map control for Forsaken staying alive in this round, which again, to me, is a round which potentially could have been over about 20 seconds ago.
It could have. It's just capping those hills. Usually, your opponent's home hill is like the last hill you cap. I can understand with the one guy from respawn capping your home hill,
Right.
but it has to be at least one guy to get in.
You have to take
your
control.
teammates pushing their home hill with a boom shot, you can secure that round. Now, folks, we may be like, I'm not gonna say we're overly critical. It's just the fact is that in order to be the best, and at the same time, Gears Fight Night is a learning experience. So we just want to lay out the blueprint, the blueprint and the platform for you guys to be the best and making sure you're making the correct moves.
It's not like Ronin isn't playing this well. It's just this could be a lot easier and a lot simpler. And I think the players are going to more than likely watch rebroadcast to learn from, I'm sure players have disputes mid-game, as many do. Like, oh, we could have done this, we could have done that. I think they're the type of plays that you will look at when you watch a VOD and you say, ah, snap, yeah, we probably could have won that round in 30 seconds. Because, again, to reiterate, if Ronin is playing Optic Gaming and they get 3 players down and don't push for a trip cap on Dam, Optic will come back and win that round.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I would bet money.
Yeah, they have a very, very high percentage chance to do so. And the name of the game is to not give your opponent that many opportunities within a round.
Exactly.
Once you get your advantages, you have to keep your advantages.
I mean, fair play to Ronin, of course. They're coming back into this.
They are coming back into it. They're crawling their way back into this matchup. They're fighting.
That boom placement definitely causing Forsaken more problems than anything else,
and that's good because it's forcing them into that team fight. And on a map like Dam, when you want to get those fast trip caps, with a boom there, you're guaranteed to at least have 4 people in this area. So you don't got no stragglers around the other ends of the map. You got 4 to 5 people, and usually 5 most of the time.
Unless you put a drop shot on the other side of the map.
Then we talking some crazy stuff. We're
talking
like,
some advanced.
We're talking like Splice versus Epsilon back in the day type stuff. Okay.
As it stands though, Forsaken, a beautiful start to this one. 4 players down. There's a boom. Now, will they waste any time whatsoever? Delete the VOD. Delete the VOD. Delete the VOD. They're throwing. Forsaken is throwing. No, that never happened.
His teammate
The Dam shot his teammate in the back of the head and killed himself.
Right,
what did his teammate do? What did he do to him? Did he date his sister or something? Like, what was that?
All right, but this boom shot is still in place. I think Spice is going to be able to pick it up. You see smokes on the platform. It's smoking up the boom, but it's also giving Spice the right to grab it. I'm looking at yep, we will see Chaos. He's already grabbed the boom, and he's backed up with it. So he's going to see some kills in his sight line. He is going to be back there behind Pit.
Bruh.
Bruh. This is good. So, well, it's not good for Forsaken. It's good for Ronin. Because Ronin has 1 boom shot. They got a few downs. They're looking to capitalize with some kills.
Oh,
that's
my God.
3.
They're gonna win this round.
Looking for the 4th. Boom shot was backpacked by Chaos, so that it will not be on the map anymore. And so new boom shot is about 1:15 to a minute away. Now, Ronin, they have map control. I think that Ronin, what they're going to do, they may wait for new boom shot to respawn, and I don't blame them.
No.
I don't blame them for that, because that's a good advantage that you don't want your opponents to have, and you also don't want to die fighting for the whole bit. Also,
honestly,
you don't have the big man advantage either. All these players come off and respawn.
Honestly, if I'm Ronin, I may say, screw it, give Forsaken boom, see if they just team kill again with it, because that turned out to be the most efficient thing that could have happened right there for Ronin.
The one round that they don't get it.
Yeah, ironically, they may as well have had it. Probably more effective with Forsaken's hands than it was Ronin's overall, but as it stands, Ronin now with the lead, 103 to 61. E looks as if it may actually now go back over to Forsaken. Ronin are dropping like dominoes. They need to make sure they value their life. They're scurrying back towards
This is perfect. They need to I need to at least see 3 more push into this hill. I like what B guy doing. He's taking a wide angle. He needs to look both ways. He's gonna see exploits. 80% of his 1v1s. Domination coming higher.
That number's looking a lot higher this series, let me tell you. Somehow Ronan's still alive, but there's a boom shot coming in from behind. That's a lot better.
They let Chaos get away. I think Reflame is aiming. He's shooting a boom, and he will get him.
Got him. Hill broken, though. Sleeper dancing and prancing around the hill. Not going to be able to touch it. And that will be a trip cap domination for Forsaken. They now put themselves at map point, looking to tie things up.
They made up for that round. But now I'm curious because it was a point in that round where Splice, they got 3 consecutive kills with a boom. My fault, sorry, Ronin. They got 3 consecutive kills with boom shot in hand, and then they cannot win the round. It was one guy on platform that just turned the tides, and that was I forget what his name was, but he got that backpack, not the backpack, but he got the chunk in the back on Chaos, and he ended up backpacking that boom shot, so it wasn't used to nobody on Ronin. And then at that point, Forsaken, hey, they just got the spawn up and they started to get those kills.
6-4, Forsaken. Ronin now to win 3 rounds in a row. Be our Latin American 2K champs. Of course, if they lose here, they will be pushed to a game 3. So still plenty of chances here for Ronin, but really would like to close this one out in 2. Forsaken, though, showing they're here to fight with what many consider to be the best team in the region. And they're putting up a damn good fight already. Boom in the hand of Immortal, and Immortal still alive. This is not looking good for Ronin. Adverse falls, 4 players down. It's all on Sleeper. Where is Sleeper? That's the question. Can Sleeper make the play? Well,
he's overextended properly. Now he's only have one guy in his sights.
Waste time.
He knows nobody's on top of the home hill, so he's gonna have to play for E. And as you see the one player from Forsaken respawned up, and he's going for that home hill. Sleeper has a 1v1 on top platform. Beautiful. He's gonna keep his team in this game.
Beautiful play from Sleeper. You have to say though, you're B-God. That's a kill that realistically you can just sit in the hill. You don't have to force it, right? He's the only one alive. Wait for your teammates to get map control, and somehow, some way, Ronin have a 2-to-1 hill advantage in this start of the round. It shouldn't be this way, but Sleeper, he's feeling confident. He's looking for more. Is he going to be able to find the pick on Muxie? Muxie got down once again. The kill cleaned up. Ronin playing with their backs against the wall, but Sleeper making a play.
Yeah, and that was a good play for him. Forsaken, we saw this in one of the earlier rounds. When you get that wipe on platform, you guys, you need to have 3 members that every single time call out which hill that they're going to cap. Hey, I'm going for their home. I got our home. I got plat. You know, 9 times out of 10, you send a boom shot. Whoever has boom shot, you send that guy to their home hill. That way, even if he doesn't have to cap it, he can at least get a kill to hold off until everybody else gets there after capping the rest of the hills. But those are the type of transitions in which you have to master if you want to be the best.
Ronin, once again, the numbers advantage. Not really in a position to push this time, but you have to see if another kill or so can come through. Maybe they could push, but it's Immortal that turns the tide with the instant. He springs into life on the E-hill. This is a very, very close round, even in terms of points. 106 to 100, the revives coming through on the E-hill. Chaos now springing into life. You can see the crossfire, the laser beams being dropped over towards Forsaken. Nothing they can do. These kills now have to be cleaned up by Ronin. This fight is lasting way too long, and the tide is going to turn. Forsaken walk out of the fight with the advantage, and that very well could be the round.
All up to the Young Gun exploits. He has 4 members running right at him in a boom shot in hand. He gets 1, can't get the next. And I think this is going to do it. Forsaken should be able to close this one out. They still have 2 booms to use. Sleeper is the first man up as well. They're going to do it.
I'm going to say it. He could have pushed out. He could have pushed out. He had time. He had time. There was 4 players sprinting at him. It's a bold move. You know you're going to get seen. You know you're going to get seen. But what is the higher percentage play in that situation? Are you going to clutch a 1-on-4, 4 players running at him? Or are you more likely to escape to a mid-neutral hill with your life and at least contest that?
So if he would have went straight towards baby stairs, so like based off where he was, if he would have just went to the left around the truck like you're going towards pumping station, he had a 1v1 that he could have fought there. And he could have possibly got the platform in time.
Bear in mind,
but
Boom
it was bleak.
Further away.
Yeah,
Boom was the furthest player away from him.
Yeah, he put on his big boy pants and said, you know what? I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna go for this fight.
There's big boy pants, and then there's what he was wearing. Because what he was wearing, they too big. They too big. Sometimes you gotta wear the appropriately sized pants. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta wear pants that fit, right? You don't need no tight jeans. You don't need no baggy jeans.
But
just
some
wear,
of us out here, we got like big thighs, and not like all pants can like fit us
and
properly.
they make jeans for you.
What if
it's called athletic fit, guy.
But what if I like want to wear like skinny jeans, but I can't like really wear skinny jeans?
I'm sorry, guy. Your genetics, skinny jeans are not for you.
Got big thighs, man. I don't know what you want to tell
Sometimes
me.
you just can't wear skinny jeans.
Here.
But my point, of course, you have to wear the appropriately sized pants, people.
There you go.
In a 1v4, you don't have to force the fight because you're probably not going to win it.
Make the right move is what Benson is saying. Make the proper move. But hey, very, very bleak there for what he had to do. But hey, we're going to map number 3 in our Latin American 2K final. And I'm fine with that, you know?
I'm good with
I want as many games casted tonight as we can. It's going to be a fun one.
Game 3. Any predictions for game 3? Because I will say, this has been a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Considering, you know, Ronin, best team in the region, Forsaken, and giving them a damn good showing.
Yeah,
right here.
and a lot of these players, we may have seen Reflame once before, but other than that, the rest of these players are still pretty new to us, and that's good because Fight Night is the platform for us to see these new players and learn more about them and put them under the spotlight, and for you guys to see them as well. So,
especially considering how close to Mexico City we are.
Mhm.
These are players that you're more likely going to see as well. Like, you're more than likely going to see in Mexico coming out performing very well. So I'm excited.
And I do believe when Ronin has had their full roster, they have been undefeated in 2Ks.
Does it stay that way?
We're about to find out.
What's map 3 again?
Lift. Yep. Lift is going to be a good one. And Lift is one of Ronin's bread and butters. All right, you know, Ronin's been playing strong on Lift, and not even just Ronin, but in the Latin American community, Lift was very strong in Season 1. Now, in Season 2, we've seen a lot of people gravitate towards it, and a lot of people taking out Reclaim now and Foundation and playing more of these odd maps, you know?
I will say, we say odd maps, right? Because, you know, we're around the North American community more so than
pretty much all last season was Reclaim down to Foundation.
Basically, right? So when you see other regions practicing more and more on other maps, let's just say other maps, right? Maps that we're not used to seeing in North America, it's only a good thing.
Yeah,
it's only a good, unless of course it's a team's permaban. Like if Lift was up to Gaming Echo Fox and E-United as permaban, probably not much use, really.
Especially in Season 2, the only map that I see that we will see less of this season than we saw last season is going to be Impact.
Impact?
Yeah, Impact is the only map in which, you know, a lot of teams going to say, hey, let's just get rid of this map. You know?
I will say, if you can get good at maps which teams don't play and make it one of your strongest, shocker, you have a better chance of winning a series. It is. You do that. But, of course, now we head over to Lift. Game 3, our Latin America 2K final, and it is going the distance. Get your popcorn, get your beverages, because this one has a wonderful series written all over it. Excited to see who will be crowned Latin America champ. Of course, just a few weeks away from Mexico City. We have a Mexico City draw show, of course, to conclude today's
folks,
show.
Do not forget, because we will know the pools by the end of the night.
Ooh.
And some of you guys love us and some of you guys don't. All right?
I feel like they hate us more, especially some of the curses, which are very, very real in our pool drawers. It's
it is.
But a little
there's some consistency to the pool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To the draw.
But you're doing it this time, because I did it last time.
Did you? Yeah.
People started tweeting at me saying, "Oh my lord, how you got this much bad luck?" And then I felt like a bad person. So it's your turn.
Because I'm really gonna like, I'm gonna make this the best pool play of Gears 4 Esports. Okay.
That was a hell of a first round for Forsaken. Of course, Forsaken going to be our blue squad, Ronin our red squad. Here I am thinking about pool draws, and it took 45 seconds for Forsaken to end the round.
Can we get our opening thought?
That's what I want to see from Ronin, though. That kind of level of aggression is what Ronin is missing. It almost seems as if they're taking just too long to make those decisions. And when Forsaken do it, I mean, what, they ended around 35 seconds last game. That was a quick one as well. Only 2 plays from Ronin get kills.
I remember back in Gears 1, we used to try out all kind of crazy things to, like, practice, right? We used to push the boundaries. We used to scrim with our mics muted, okay? We used to tell ourselves that, hey, you know what? It's going to increase our awareness because we need to know when your teammates are fighting, you need to be listening, and you need to be aware of what's going on the map. Of course, back then, our maps are smaller. We were playing at execution at the same time. And then number 2, we used to set goals like, okay, we need to win this round in a minute 30. Okay, if it's a minute 20, you better figure out how to win in a minute 30. You know, just little things like that, and you know, it just made me think about it because, like, if you're practicing, it's like, all right, let's win this round in a minute. You know, how many rounds can we win in a minute?
Right?
Yeah, right.
Pressure on. You know, if I was a player, I'd probably shoot my teammate in the back of the head off the spawn and say, all right, let's win 4v5. Let's really push boundaries. Let's see if we can win our initial.
Blacklisted real quick.
Hey, man, sometimes you gotta think outside the box. The box is a circle to me, guy. The box is a circle.
And, you know, and some people might be like, you know what, Blaze, that sounds crazy, but
it's like exactly what you should be doing.
No, this is like 07. We were just trying new ways to practice, making practice more meaningful.
And I will say, obviously, these days, we call practice scrims, right?
Yeah.
That's what you'll hear if you're new to esports. A lot of teams and players say, oh, yeah, we're looking for scrims. That's what scrimmages are for. It's for practice. So there's no point playing a map without... Oh, wow, nice stick, by the way, from Mugsy. But there's no point playing your scrims or playing your practices if you're not going to practice anything. If all you're going to do is conventional stuff that doesn't work, Think outside the box.
And also to you teams out there, if you need to spice up your scrim life and bring a little spark back into the relationship, if scrims are just getting dull, then you can try some of these new techniques
new, right?
and really get the juices flowing again.
Times have changed, right, guys, from the old days?
If the scrims are getting boring, say, hey, we need to win this round in a minute 30.
That's almost the exact opposite of the advice that you would think. Anywho, Reflame, he's going to be on your screen now for Forsaken. It's 2-1 kill advantage, 130 to 101. Reflame looking at Corals, full pain to Ronin. Of course, you said Ronin. Oh, Reflame! Oh my goodness gracious me! Hold on to your pants. That was fantastic.
That's 4 down. Last member alive.
Forsaken. Are they going to do it?
Oh, you can't let him get a double.
Exploits.
No. Oh, okay.
That might last.
But he still kept his team alive. That was good. That was good. Hey, still a good play. I was, I wanted the triple. I was hoping for it. I was about to say clip it. But that was good. He kept his team alive. He overextended. But you see, Forsaken, they're close to his win. They need to get these hills decapped.
There's the first one. Can they get over towards B immediately off spawn? Forsaken send all of their resources over there. Is the collapse going to come through? 195, 149. The push is coming. The kills are in favor of Forsaken, though. It looks good for them to hold on. No one has broken through the defense as of yet. Bear in mind, of course, the talk is still in action. The kills again coming through, and another round chalked up to Forsaken.
Yep.
I think we're going to see it.
2 rounds in a row.
I think we're going to see it.
And at the same time, this kind of has to be a little bit, demoralizing to Ronin as well, because somewhere Evolving is at home eating his popcorn, like, you dropped me?
For this?
You got rid of me again and you brought me back. Okay, you know my number.
How long is it before he gets that phone call?
Again.
So,
the phone call again.
About that change we made. Yeah, things aren't quite working out. So, we're going to need you to come back and help again.
But like, hey, man, we've been through this. We dropped you once before, and, it didn't work out. We brought you back.
Imagine.
Hey.
I want to give Dezo props. He actually has negative points. Minus 21.
Well, yeah, that's because if you don't get any in 2 rounds, then that is okay. I'm not gonna defend him.
I remember when Toy was playing in a hotel, one of the North American fight nights. He had like minus 86 points by the end of I think it was like the first half.
Yeah.
That was highly entertaining. But
I can't wait to talk about these. Oh my God, I cannot wait to talk about these draws later
on
today.
Excited.
I cannot wait to break everything down.
There is so much to talk about. So many awesome storylines right now in Gears Esports. It's a phenomenal time to be a Gears Esports fan, that's for sure. As Ronin look to bounce back here in this 2K final. It's not been a pretty start to Game 3. And it's not looking like this round is really going to get much better. Monksy,
all right. Talk. So let's take a look at the overhead map. And we're going to have that torque go down. We're also going to have the marks on the map as well. So we're going to start to see Ronin push across. Ooh, double bow kill. I apologize, stream. That's my fault. Y'all didn't catch that one.
You wanted to see a map.
I wanted to see the map.
Okay.
We're not going to blame Cleaner for it. But Monkey's looking for another one. Going to get that kill as well.
You know, Cleaner sat there like, that's why I'm there.
I had to take the blame off of him, okay? Because, if he does miss something, I let him know.
Yeah. It's like that.
Nah, yeah, man, we gotta catch all the headshots.
I will say, we have some of the best observers right here in Gears. They rarely
and it's not an easy job. These guys really at events.
It's funny because
12 hours straight.
Yeah, we have to concentrate, but like, they have to concentrate every second.
And shout out to anybody who has to observe and cast at the same time.
I used to do that. I used to prefer
not in this game.
No, never in this game. Never in this game.
Yeah, in console back when it was easy because we just hit left on your joystick and you swap through the players. This one is
now we got all these advanced tools and stuff to use. Guys, it's a wonderful time to be a caster. That's for sure.
But yeah, shout out to Waddle, Mortal Spawn, and Cleaner out there, our dedicated observers. But back on board with this one, we're gonna see a trip cap now Forsaken. Trip cap coming in.
Where's that?
And they're gonna slay out Ronin. Nobody's in position. And that's 3 in a row.
I think we're gonna see it. Ronin about to lose the Latin America 2K. I think it's gonna happen.
Think it's gonna happen today.
Forsaken, out here putting themselves.
Desonite still at the bottom, and that's actually going into this next round. Let's kind of kick it off with him. I want to see, where is the difficulty coming from? Where is he getting stuck up at?
At least he has positive points, though. And that's a bold move straight off the bat.
Oh, okay. No. This has just got crazy. Because you already got Bo on the map. Now, to put a boom shot dead center as well, especially with it not even being second half. So this is telling me is that Ronin, they're about to go 4-man deep, at least 4 to 5. They may send somebody through control room, but they just want to control both these home hills. You see how close A and C is? You can do that and you don't have to worry about B. Nobody's going to actually play for B. Destiny squared up with B God here bottom mid for control. Whoever can win this fight, Ken C has a direct sight line to boom.
Bear in mind, Sleeper has talk, and if Sleeper is quick here, he may be able to make something happen. In comes the flank from Dezo. He's gonna grab the boom right underneath their noses. They're not able to find a pick with it though. And boom could be picked up now. Sleeper, the only player alive for Ronin. It looked a fantastic strat on paper.
It up right in front of his face too.
But that is not gonna end well. Trip cap domination could come through. Beagle gonna force a 1v1 with Sleeper. Just stay in the hill. Force Sleeper to come to you. The down comes through. The kill comes through. The trip cap comes through as well. Forsaken, 46-second round. And Ronin are looking like children right now. And you have to say Forsaken, they're looking like they belong at the adult table.
You know what? I love this round for Ronin because I think, okay, first off, to start it, Sleeper going to go get Bo was good because they knew that the fight was going to be a while. They had the opportunity to pick up Marcus as well. That's going to stop that boom pickup right off the jump, okay? Also with the smoke. So he has a clear sight line to get a free kill on Boom if he wants to. But then also the other play I love was Destiny opted not to fight his 1v1 and flank Forsaken, but he gets the boom and not able to get a shot off. I still think picking up the boom was the right play. It was just unfortunate. And you see Ronin, they couldn't make it happen.
If he does that play another 9 times, he probably gets kills like, what, 8 times out of the 9?
Yeah.
You know, like, it just happens to be that one
He just needs to put one
time
on the ground. He gets an easy double.
Right, exactly. Probably take himself with him, but, you know, worse at the end of the day there potentially. But now you have Forsaken 4-0 up.
Ooh, I was wondering where he was getting shot from.
The damage champ stay will fall, and Ronin, that is the response you want to see.
Nobody's
All
at
5
B.
Players dead.
Nobody's at B. Let's see overhead. Nobody's close to B. It's a race. It's a foot race, and actually a man advantage will be in favor of Forsaken. He's going to be able to hop right in. All right, he touched it. That was the most important thing. And this guy is not going to be able to stay in the hill. One boom shot still in play.
God's going to have to do the same
He may have brought his teammates time to get the
same
scene. No, it should be good. It should be good. Why did he get
Why
out the
did he get out the hill?
Oh, okay. All right,
you hate to see it, folks.
Yeah.
You hate to see it, but Ronin's still in good shape to win this round. But again, you have to feel like these are the rounds. And so many times you see teams throw away from small little slivers of mistakes, but like it's going to be this one. Surely not. Flame's going to shut down one. Boom comes through, it's Chaos. B got there now as well. He should find the first pick. There it is. But now a 1 versus 3.
Oh, he gets another one.
Oh my God. B God.
He's keeping his team in here now. Immortal looking to do it. Not able to. All up to monkeys.
That's the round.
As long as they stay in the hill.
That's the round.
Oh! Yo, I'm out here screaming.
You have a
he literally ran right through him. It was just... I just saw another chaotic round starting to happen for us, folks, you know? But I'm happy you noticed it too with me. Like, you really got out the hill. You just decided you were going to walk out the hill. Like, why did
I don't think they would have touched C in time either.
No, my thing,
I'm gonna be honest
they wouldn't have. He was literally, he walked out. It's like, where do you have to go? What do you have to do?
You got something better to be doing right now?
You have to win the round. But luckily, Ronin did take that because their backs was against the wall.
That could have been pretty awkward.
But they started to feel that pressure.
Forsaken, still with the advantage. But again, the 4-1 up. If you can go up 5-1, you're basically killing this game for Ronin.
Oh,
you're
yeah, no,
Ronin,
100%.
Don't even play the second half. Don't even play. Don't even play. You may as well just go.
Like, I think 4-2, oh, that's good. You can come back from a 4-2. But a 5-1 at the half, man, you know, I wish, you know, we had some statistics on that of, you know, how many 5-1 comebacks happen.
Here's a statistic. Not that many.
There we go. I like that. Appreciate you, man. You're such a genius.
I know, right? Quick maths right there. Not that many. As it stands, Boom's already been picked up for this round. Immortal with it's already fallen, I should say. And Ronin, they are not wasting any time here whatsoever. This is a lot better. Players from Forsaken, I mean, they basically just spawned up, started the round, and instantly died. Now Chaos is rotating over towards mid neutral. Reclaim, he has talk, but that's a boom landing at his feet. He will fall. Immortal and B-God's now alive, but is your Ronin just send someone to sit in the B hill, put the pressure on ending the game? Thank you.
Now, Capitol Hill, they will lose C, but not by much. That was an overextension. They will be regaining control of their home hill. A lot of pressure. He's just going to touch it, looking to try to get the revive. He needs to decap, so they both will decap. So that's why he couldn't leave the hill to revive his teammate. He tried to tell him to crawl to him, not able to. So Ronin 4-2. They're winning these later respawn rounds. So now it's going to come down to early on. We're about to drop down to 10-second respawns, and these hills will flip. So we're gonna see both these teams now. They just need to, who can make the least amount of mistakes within this this opening chaos with these lower respawn rounds. And folks, if you're not watching on it, live.gearsofwar.com. Okay,
The place to watch.
come on through.
That's where the community are. You got some chance to
We
win
don't
some
bite.
dope ass prizes.
Yep, we don't bite.
I love how the platform has developed as well. Since like
Yeah.
the beginning of like Fight Night. Now,
That is true.
And now it's like
It has evolved. It's a beautiful thing now.
everyone that out here doing all the quests, everyone behind the scenes. You guys are awesome. We love you over here at Fight Night. Keep on trucking. And as it stands, Ronin start off this round with the first pick. It's Muxie that goes down. Now, how quickly can Ronin translate this into a little bit more map control? Reflame's going to fall as well. And Sleeper, well, he isn't wasting time. Already behind enemy lines. Another pick comes through. And Forsaken, the past 3 rounds, I mean, it just hasn't been the same Forsaken that we saw for the first 4. They look kind of lost, I'm going to be honest.
This is a round that they can't give up, because then at that point, Ronin regains all their confidence back and they'll be back in striking
You know what it was?
distance.
You know what it was? Ronin was like, hey guys, I got a great idea.
What?
And they were like, yo, well, what's the idea? They were like, let's see if we can win the
Oh,
2K
stop
going
it.
4 rounds down. Let's see if we can win 7 straight.
We're talking about spicing up the scrim life, not like right in a tournament. You know, you get all your pleasure from just, beating somebody 7-0 with the 7-0, you
That's
know?
true. It makes a serious statement, right? To
Yeah.
everyone in the region and everyone watching from other regions, too. I'm sure there's some European players out there watching right now, probably some North American guys out there. Love to have you. Howdy, guys. See you soon. Well,
I
not
can't
ever.
wait. You know, I just love the Latin American community. And Gears Mexico last year was so special to me. So, all you guys out there, I wish I could speak Spanish, but just know that we love you.
Te amo.
Te amo.
Te amo, Latin America.
Te amo, Latin America.
Did I say that right? I think so.
Mi amor.
I know te quiero
Te quiero.
is I love you, but I think that's more like personal.
Uh-huh.
I should know more.
You should
Spanish.
know. Yeah.
Don't, let's not talk about. Don't throw me under the bus. Don't throw
way
me under
more
the
Spanish
bus.
than what you do.
Okay,
we're not going to.
Hablo español. There you go. I got me some things. I know how to say té con miel. That means, can I have some tea and honey? Well, it means tea and honey.
A British man will be asking for tea and honey.
Hell
in Spanish.
yeah, dude, that's a caster asking for tea and honey. That's
Okay.
what that is. You
Well,
got
okay,
to
we're gonna have to
protect those
practice
vocal
for that one.
cords at
That's
all
true.
costs, people. All costs. I'm gonna be using that come next week. That's for sure. But Ronin, 173 to 126. It's
Ooh.
looking good. The kills again in for Ronin. They are
That's
just
4.
destroying Forsaken the past few rounds, and this will be the round.
They found their mojo. Forsaken is going to
while.
have to dig deep.
Wasn't sure how long it was going to take for them to find it, but they have it now. And they don't look like they're losing it anytime soon. Sleeper, I mean, he's going to fall, but it doesn't really matter. 4-3. Now my question for Forsaken is, what do you do on your weapon placement? Because you have a good chance right here to stop the momentum. It's been 3 rounds back-to-back. What can you do to stop Ronin's momentum?
I honestly probably won't Forsaken to possibly even go back to deck and put a big power weapon down. It's either that or if they block maintenance.
If you block, no. Please no. Please no.
I wouldn't be mad. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if they blocked maintenance because you saw that one power weapon being left out, right?
All right, let me explain to you why a block is the worst thing that you can do, in my opinion.
Explain.
All right?
Elaborate.
You've lost 3 rounds back-to-back.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you just lost the first round of the second half.
True that,
It's
true
not the
that.
end of the world. But as of right now, imagine if you're playing and you've won 3 rounds back-to-back. You saw that scoreboard go from 4-0 to 4-3 real quick. You're getting momentum.
Yeah.
You need to put something on the map to stop the momentum. You need to do something, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be big. It could be small. It could be nades.
Yeah.
It could be something. But you have to stop that momentum because if Ronin right now, they're not missing their shots. They're feeling good. You have to feel like coming into this round, they're more than likely going to win it and tie things at 4-4. For me, blocking, I feel like it's not proactive enough. That's just how I feel about it.
So,
but we'll see.
So I think that the basis behind that block was that when Ronin put that boom shot on deck last time, those were part of the 2 rounds in which they lost. Like, you know, Ronin was looking for that
They won
fight.
the first round.
Yeah, they won the first one, and they lost the next 2. So they still lost the majority of them.
True.
And Ronin was looking for that fight. So they wanted to be as close as the first 4 rounds in which they won, where it was, you know, less chaotic, less static. But I think that these guys, it's like I said before, it's just going to come down to who's making less mistakes.
The worry, though, is Ronin now getting a couple of kills their favor. That needs to be traded out, and it will be traded out. There we go. Chaos grabs the meat shield. More kills coming in. That was Dezo across the map. The headshots immortal. It looks like Chapstick may have to just rush away, but a trip cap domination coming in right underneath Ronin's nose as they track back. They will take control of E, so stay alive for now. Forsaken doing a good job so far in terms of points, but Ronin a little scattered around the map here. Should be good to try and cap that F hill, but Crossfire just too strong.
They got 2 down. Like to play, but yeah, you got to win that fight. Now he's going to pull out this Lancer. He's going to start to be annoying. Make sure he can secure the home hill of Ronin for his team. And now, they're looking like they want to push through. It's a good setup that Ronin has.
And this is the setup you kind of talked a little bit about when we went in the second half. Of course, playing those home hills, just keeping that pressure on, and that's exactly what Forsaken.
So in the first half, it's a little bit easier. The second half is a little bit harder because you see how these hills are in the open. It's not that much cover around them. So for you to get a proper setup, also being that close to your opponent's spawn, and you know when these players spawn up, they have spawn shield.
Oh, you just got abused. You just got abused.
We don't see too many mantle kicks nowadays. Like I would have stabbed the guy. To be honest with you, mantle kick to a stab in the face, just to do it.
That's a hell of a way of making a point, right? It's like, oh, you're just gonna not do anything. You're standing there. All right, free kill.
I've gotten a chunk. I've gotten a double mantle kick and a chunk and a stab to the face all at the same time.
Clip.
It is clipped.
I need to see that.
I'll show it to you. Thank you. It was like the first week of the game.
God, Blaze,
but
make it Blaze.
The points are in favor for Forsaken. This D hill needs to stay up. Only 1 Ronin member in position, and that was Designated. So it's 207, folks. Forsaken goes up 5-3.
Okay, 1 step closer. 1 step closer. That's your point. The block, of course, now you can't see Ronin place boom. Up top, at least. I mean, they could put it somewhere else. Will they do it, though? We saw them do it map 2 when
they can put the boom on top rock, in which I like to call it, on a hill. The thing is about the hill is that you can't access it until 45 seconds in the game. But they will go back and put the Marxes down. They had a lot of success with that before. Their key success was Marks of boom shot. That's how they started to win those last 2 rounds. And they can still do the same thing. If they lose here, I think that they may put a boom shot top rock, or they may put it down at maintenance. But they will want that big power weapon on the game because they're going to be like, hey, guys, we won 2 rounds with the boom shot down. You know, we won those team fights, but I think it's better for them to put it closer up top and have that patience.
Well, one thing's for sure, things are starting to heat up here in our Latin American 2K final. Of course, still to come, we have our North American 2K final and our Mexico City pool draw to conclude this evening's fight night, so stay tuned, still plenty of action. But we said, Forsaken 5-3 advantage here. Ronin looking as if they could maybe start a comeback. But Forsaken, of course, if they can just get that next round, if they can just punt themselves at championship point,
yep.
match point, 2K point, you have to favor them to win.
You got to. For them not to close it out unless Spice come back, that'd be crazy.
And that would be Ronin's first loss as a full team, correct?
Yes, I want to say, yes. Ronin, I want to say it was 1-2K in which they played, in which they didn't have their full roster, and I think it was after an event or something. But other than that, you know, anytime these guys played, they've dominated on the 2Ks.
Adverse needs to be careful because his teammates are pulling all around him. He may now have to make a play, which was that mid-neutral hill. Trip cap domination momentarily coming through. He got looking to support his teammates, killing Ronin straight off spawn. There's 1. Couldn't find the second. Will the trade come through? Exploits goes down. 4 players down. It's all down to Sleeper. Chaos off spawn as well. Sleeper, what can you do? Nothing but fall. And now we have ourselves Forsaken a championship point.
Okay, so Ronin needs to put a boom shot closer to those marks at the top of the map, top rock. That's what I think the perfect play is for them. This is their last weapon placement. I don't think they look for maintenance. If they go maintenance, they may put torque bow. Do not put double snipes. I think I think even that is a bad one as well, because you don't want your opponents to have to choose a power weapon, because your opponents will eventually put a power weapon on the map. But hey, they're gonna say, hey, let's put nades down. Still an explosive weapon, but I can definitely see their opponents. You know what? It depends. It's gonna come down to this round. You know, I would have went boom, to be honest with you, but it's still a winnable round for them.
It definitely is.
We're going to be going into 16-second respawns as well. We'll see what happens.
Forsaken have
These are the professionals,
Points.
folks.
4 championship points. There's surely no way they throw this away.
So they are spread out on the other half of the map, but Ronin, they're getting pushed back. You see, they're starting to turtle. They lost Dezo, but Champ being too aggressive, not waiting for his team to capitalize, he's gonna die.
Have they seen B-God?
No, they have not.
Oh,
Chaos just saw him. Yep. He just called him out. He's trying to get an angle through the crack.
Oh, B-God. It's trapped between a rock and a hard place. He's gonna fall. Maybe a little overzealous right there. That's 3 players down. Almost 4 here. Need to be careful. And that is going to be 4. Reflame goes down and Trip Cap domination coming in. This is the perfect start for Ronin. End this round and end it quickly. 5 players drop. Ronin still in the 2K.
So Champstick made the first mistake for Forsaken, because he got the down on Dezenite and he was too aggressive with 2 other guys having lancers in his face, and he knew he only had 1 teammate on his side of the map. So now I'm curious to see what weapon they replace, because this is why I was scared for Ronin. But Ronin, they're not worried about the fight on the other side, but we'll see what happens on maintenance. They actually may put flame grenades on maintenance.
I think Forsaken are going to get nervous.
You think so?
They're at championship point. They were 6-3 up.
Mm-hmm.
I am very worried for Forsaken, because that last round as well from Ronin was a quick one. That's not like Ronin's, fighting a struggle here coming back. Forsaken showed a couple of times they're a little overzealous, a little over aggressive, over committed to a couple of fights there. They need to just take a deep breath, say no, let's just play our game. Our game is winning. We're up for a reason.
Ronin can't make any mistakes, folks.
Chapstick's down already. Luckily, Reflame tracks back. He will pick his teammate up.
He needs to get wide. He needs to play the wide game, and even if he forces 2 players to his side of the map, that's still good, because his teammates have an advantage elsewhere. But once again, Ronin gets in top rock. Before Ronin, but Exploit is going to go down nades. He just needs to pick up these nades now, but he's going to choose to help his teammates. Picking up the meat shield, he still has 2 nades behind him, and we should not pick up, but he just wants to get in here and get these kills, so that's going to be another one. Can he get the second one?
It wasn't traded, but Dezo finally picks it up. Dezo, oh my goodness me, that's a double, but he will fall as well. Now you have Sleeper, he goes down. It's all down to Chaos. Chaos is down as well, and out for the count. Surely he is. 5 players down. That will be GG unless, are you serious, Exploit? Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. He has a family and kids, but somehow he's done enough. The new blood on the team. It was like watching Picasso paint a masterpiece inside the hill. Flew in, 3 players dead, and somehow Ronin survived.
The exploit from Exploits. And now that's going to give Ronin a breath of life.
Oh, no, they're not
kill top rock. And Monkeys had the nades, and he backpacked them, so nades are not going to be in play on board with Immortal.
If you watch your teammate make a play like that, you don't lose the round. You don't lose the round. You're screaming, you're hyped, you're energetic. The kills now should surely fall in favor of Ronin. Dezo shuts down Reflame. Chaos looking to be revived. Dezo shuts down Immortal. Chapstick goes down as well. It's gone from good to worse for Forsaken. 4 players full. Now it's a Monksy. 5 players full. And Ronin once again stay alive.
Just when you thought Forsaken was about to put the nail in the coffin, the newest member of the Young Gun Exploits comes out and explodes into that fight and picks up the 3-piece that his team needs to stay alive and get that 5th round.
That was a play that you'll probably remember for a very, very long time.
That was good. Hey, that's a good way to, make a name for yourself on Fight Night.
That's a hell of a way. We saw God Plays do it in Season 1.
Not as good as God Plays did it, but it was good for the moment in which he was in. He did the best possible thing he can do, getting those 2 chunks, and he brought time with that last kill and even got him weak for his teammates to be able to pick up that kill and decap the heal at the same time. All very, very important.
Now, Ronin, can you force a round 13? Do you have enough gas in the tank? Forsaken.
Oh.
Sorry, there you go. They're answering for us. The hell yeah comes in, but Forsaken they have to think after losing a round like that, what is that going to do to team morale? The game slows down to a snail's pace. Now it becomes a game of chess. Just Gears of War.
I love Dom. I might name my son Dom. Okay. You gotta love it. But here we go. Exploits needs to win his 1v1 Immortal. He will get it. He will have help from his team as well.
This is 20-second
NC is coming in from middle.
This is 20-second
respawns. Cut him off. But those nades aren't going to be good enough to hold him from moving down that top hill.
Oh, they're collapsing on B-God. Dezo, turn around. Turn around, Dezo. That's going to be a double for you, Dezo. It's a double for Dezo. Oh, my Lord. That's 4 players down. Ronin, they're going to force a round 13 of a game which should have been over minutes ago. Ronin force a round 13. Forsaken, they are nervous. They are shaking. They are, by all means, collapsing before your eyes here on Gears Fight Night.
Yo, I'm about to...
This was 6-3.
I'm about to tap my button on the side of my phone 5 times and press this SOS button if Ronin wins this game. Because
oh, no.
Because they need help.
Someone needs to call the ambulance if they lose this.
All right.
Let me tell you.
Forsaken, this will prove a lot about them if they can close this out. If they can close this out, this says a lot about them. But they have to toughen up, and you see they got 5 members going. They actually put the M bar down. They're gonna play heavy for the M bar, and I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this play because there's only one weapon available on the side of the map, and that's the marksman because it takes 45 seconds to get the nades. So secure the M bar, make the rotation. They're looking to take out Chaos, but Chaos in rotation, looking for a free kill on Reflame, and he's not watching his left. He needs to get back and regroup. Get this M bar out.
First kill comes through. Muxy shuts down Adver's 22-second respawns, and Reflame wants a taste of the action. Firing down, rattling the M bars, doesn't find a pick just yet. Trades again, still coming through. Exploit has nades. Dezo goes down as well. It could be on the Youngblood to make the play. Dezo falls. Exploits now. Just needs to buy time. Adverse up in 5. Chaos up in 12.
Ooh, beamed. The patience. He's going to secure 1 heal for his team. He's going to throw the nades to clean up the kill, but Reflame's going to miss this M bar, and now he's going to put himself in a position to fight for this neutral hill.
Whoa! Challenge him! Challenge him! Please give him more kills. The young man sat at 19, already thinking about the F hill. Now the spawn's definitely in Ronin's favor. It's on Forsaken to stay alive in the game.
Oh, he didn't get him, but he knows he's weak. Just needs to connect with 1 shot. B-Guy may get away. He's going to actually get the kill on Adverse. Instant comes out. They're able to get 1, not able to get B-Guy, but he's trapped in a difficult situation. He's going to burn. Now, the last member. Can they do it? All up to Reflame. Where are you, Reflame? He's hiding.
Hide. Hide.
He's waiting for the last possible minute.
Gotta go, big fella. This is your play. This is your play. Gotta touch the hill. Gets inside the hill. Can he decap the hill? No, he cannot. And just like that, Forsaken crumble before your eyes. And Ronin win 4 rounds back to back to be your 2K champs. That is the... I'd be out the lobby as quick as that 2 hours Forsaken. God damn. They just straight out of here. No stats whatsoever. But Ronin, that is the closest we have seen them to losing a 2K, and they somehow come back.
1 round away. You have 3 people
suppressed.
You're 1 round away. You have 2 hills capped. You have 4 members down. 3 of you are standing on top of the home hill. It's capping up, and you just see exploit you on Gears Fight Night for the L.
Keep Forsaken in your thoughts and prayers this evening, because that is not going to be a very good TeamSpeak, Discord, or Skype chat to be involved in.
Or Xbox Live.
Xbox Live Party, whatever it is. I don't know.
But you know what? I got to give big props to Exploits because even after he clutched up there, even in those later half of those rounds, you see how he turned up. And I've seen very few players shoot a mark to that fast.
Really?
Okay,
that guy on mid-hill?
He took M-bar out and went it was like 1.5 seconds. It was just boom, 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 boom.
And he was done.
He was done. He was done. He was done. He was done.
He was out.
Boom, 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 boom.
That was truly impressive stuff. And, of course, that a glimpse at our Latin America community here in Gears of War Esports. Of course, we're going to Mexico City in a few weeks, and that's going to be some familiar names that you're going to see. We have our draw show later on in the evening. Before that, however, we get a taste at our North American 2K final. That's coming up next.
That's going to be a fun one.
And the stage has been set.
Yeah, it has been. And we got definitely a lot of topics to talk about. You know, it's like, whoa, how did this stress get here? Okay.
First of all,
who's on the stress?
We just had a Game 3 round 13.
Yo, I want
You
another
can't
one.
kick off a show better than that.
I want another one.
You can't.
I'm down for another round 13 game 3
Me
tonight.
too, but I don't know if Up the Gaming's down for that. That's the
We'll
problem.
see. They like they,
Call
you
them,
know,
be like, yo, you down? Like,
they've been in that position beforehand. It depends on which Op the game we're gonna get tonight. But usually when the spotlight is on them, they usually shine for us.
well, we kicked off with a fantastic matchup, and we expect the action to get even better as the day progresses. Of course, that's gonna be everything for now on Curious Fight Night. We're gonna be back in a few minutes' time with our North American 2K final. Guys, get yourself a drink, get yourself a popcorn. It's gonna be